My name is Renee. I'm a healer. I, um, I do a lot of different things, from singing to body work to doing rites of passage work with people. Often people come to me when they're in transition. They're trying to figure out where to go next, or trying to figure out how to let go of what they no longer really want in their life. And so a lot of the work that I do is helping them key into their own body wisdom, their own knowing, and help them to trust that. Our world is so busy that oftentimes we don't have that space or that time that we need to really listen to ourselves. And so basically what I do is help people by facilitating that space, being a witness for them, and sometimes taking them through a rite of passage, which we don't have a lot of in our culture anymore. And they're really important to us as humans in our development and helping us move from one stage to the next. As a person, well, my work really benefits me on several levels. For one thing, I love my work. And, so when you're in that space of joy and loving what you do, it really helps you be incredibly authentic. And it really I think it calls out the best in you. And what I find is that as time goes by, often clients are coming to me that have a similar themes that they need to work with. And that often is a theme that isn't a bad idea for me to revisit. And so I'll find myself really encouraging a client maybe to, go out and be with the trees or garden. And it's a good reminder to myself as well. So it might surprise folks to learn that some of my most powerful tools are the simplest ones, and that is bolsters. And again, in our life, we are just so going that we sometimes really have trouble relaxing. And so as a client lays on the table, and they'll be face up looking at the ceiling, and I'll put this larger bolster under the knees and this under the ankles, gives the low back an incredible sense of ease, and clients will literally go, ah. And then I may put a little bit of a bolster under the neck as well. And so what it does is it helps put the body in just this sense of support and ease that can really facilitate moving into a place of healing. So these are chakra stones, and they're basically pieces of glass with the colors of the primary colors, and you might notice it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, which are the colors of the rainbow. Those also correspond to our energy centers or chakras. Our chakras at health vibrate at a particular place, and those vibrations of health correlate with the vibrations of the color red, the color orange, the color yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And so what I do is I place these on the energy centers in the body, and sometimes what I do is just passively place them, and then as I'm doing other work, which might be some massage, it might be some visualization or guided journey work, and I just let them do their thing. So sound healing is one of the most ancient forms of healing and has been used even up to today. A lot of our technologies, like the sonic technologies, it's using sound. A lot of times when a client has something that's difficult for them to release, whether it's a spasm in a muscle or some emotional issue, sound can be the vehicle. And so I might rattle. Different sounds of rattles will help. But often I will vocalize. I will simply sing the client, and that might be anything like, some really deep tone. Sometimes it's more complicated sound that just kind of carries. I'm a certified spirit song teacher, and so I've really learned to use sound very effectively. I have a couple of stories about working with clients that have stuck through me through the years. One is a story of a young woman who had a baby and had a C-section, and was sort of the often heard story of, ever since I have my baby, every time I laugh I pee my pants, or I have pain. And she had spoken to her doctor about this, and the doctor basically said, well, you had a baby, you have to live with it. So I said, well, come in. Because one of my areas of expertise really, is the myofascial structure in the body. It's a physical structure, and it just wraps everything. And it's one of those structures that most medical doctors really don't have much training in, and I have a lot of training in. And so she came in, and in one session, we were able to release the fascial scar tissue that resulted from giving birth, and she never had the problem after that. So I believe my work helps my clients in a number of ways. One, generally in sort of in the immediacy in the moment with whatever issue they're bringing to the table, it really helps them work through that, grounds them. A lot of times the work we do is helping them reframe. So it's like, they have this story that they might have created as a child, or even, in the last year, or even at work. And this story might, keep them in a place of, well, just not a place that they want to be. It's like, they want to do this, but here's their story. And so a lot of the work I do is helping them reframe their story so that it takes them to the place that they want to go. We are so often, we have, like, no pain, no gain, and, work hard, and, we have so many messages in our culture of go, 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 work, 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 do more, do more, do more. And that really keeps us in this place where healing is very difficult. And so, teaching them tools to kind of ground, slow down, breathe, and in that space is where their own wisdom really can come to them. And so these tools that might happen around a particular area in their life really can be translatable to other places, and they can use it in other times and places in their life.